Hello, welcome back to the third to the third point in my slide. Um just as I told you, it's better we do it little by little so that we can be able to assimilate and digest, consume the messages. Now let's talk about insight into homeschooling. Even though this presentation would have been best online as in live, but then it's still not bad. Whenever you are catching, just tell me hello and tell me what you're learning. Now, I want to talk about homeschooling. What is homeschooling? Please look at it as it has been written here. Take my awesome. So look at this very well. I said homeschooling. Let me take my annotation. You can see. Let me know if you can see. Let me know if you can see. I love orange. I'm already I'm already coloring. Okay, so here is it. I'm underlining this so that you can know what I mean. Homeschooling, insight into homeschooling. You can now see what I underlined here. I said homeschooling is a home-based learning given to a child by the parents or tutor. I hope we are noting the point. By the parents or tutor, customized. Customized to suit both children and family, which is practiced either partially or fully. Please, I want you to take note of every word I've underlined there. I will explain why they are being underlined. I will explain why they are being underlined so that you can comprehend my discussion very well. Um, I'm underlining them one after the other. Yep, I'm underlining them again. They've been underlined before, but I just thought it's better for me to underline them again so you can see them now. Homeschooling is a home-based. So when you are talking about homeschooling, you are talking about home and everything that feels like home. As in, a home-based schooling doesn't necessarily have to be in the child's home. What is the feeling of home? And where else can we get home? I will give you an example. Me and my family, we traveled to Oshun recently, and even where we went to zoo and different places. How did we feel? We felt free. Wherever you feel free like the bird, you have the home feeling. So homeschooling doesn't necessarily have to be within the four corner of the home. They get lessons from outside too. They get lessons from different places. In fact, they can even go and learn from another home. Do you understand? But it is different from the school setup. Now let's move on. It is an home-based lesson learning. So home-based, in fact, some traditional schools are even adopting the home-based learning method, so that when you get to the class, you will see mattress, you will see they just designed it because they just realized that children actually studies just show that children actually learnt more in a community and in an environment that resembles home. So, homeschooling is a home-based learning given to a child by the parents. Can see by the parent or tutor. It doesn't have to be the parents of the child. It can be tutor. Anybody that's outsider, whether it is other people's parents or maybe it is paid teacher, they are called tutor. Then customized to suit both the children and the family. As in, it is not just customized to suit the children alone. Like for instance, a child likes learning alone, but what about a parent that doesn't like teaching children? So that means we need to customize the learning so that it can be successful, and it can be thing of joy for both parents and for both children and the family. Because think about it, a child, maybe just only one child from the family want to be homeschooled. It will affect some other people, it will affect the siblings, it will affect daddy and mommy togetherness, because that means parent will be spending a lot of time with the children if it is parent that is doing it. I'm just using that one as example. We're still going to discuss some other details. So now, to suit both children and family, so consider this word, not just for the children, not just for the family. Because some people, they will just say, because I don't have money, so the next thing is for me to homeschool my children. Hell no, it doesn't work like that. And that is why we'll be taking SWOT analysis of both parent, children, and the environment together. So, which is practiced either partially or fully. This is another point you need to know about homeschooling. You don't have to do it full time. You don't have to do it full time. It can be partially. The way some people send their children to school, there are some schools that you can go between 8 and 12. In fact, you can go between 8 to 10. It might not be normal school setup. It might be private learning or private tutorial by someone. Do you understand? This person teaches them for maybe 2 hours in a day or 1 hour in a day. Then they come back home. The parent also teaches whatever she wants to teach. I hope you are getting me clearly. So that means we can do it full time, we can do it part time, especially for the people who are working class. Somebody like me, I don't do my homeschooling full time as people think. how how could I have possibly been able to do this all alone? Attending to people online, one-on-one coaches, group coaching, and all that. I can't do this alone. People help me to teach my children. I teach them too. I teach them most of the thing, and I'm like the chief teacher. Do you understand? So I see to everything they want to be taught. Now let's talk about the advantages of homeschooling. Also, oh, oh, sorry. Am I duplicating? Am I duplicating what I'm writing? Okay. I'm trying to look at what I'm doing. I think I'm duplicating. Oh, okay. Let me stop this. Mhm. I'm sorry, I just remember that there's a function that will not allow other things to work very well. So now let me talk about the advantages. Yeah, here is it now. Then I can use the function again. I will just brush through these advantages. I wrote some blog posts. Go and check out www.homeschoolingnigeria.com and check out the post under them. So advantages, no overworking will be stressing for children. Imagine my children having to wake up by 5 a.m. just because they want to be in the same hold up adults will be. And you wonder why children have obesity, hypertension, children for that matter. This is one of the reasons. I hope you get what I'm trying to say. There are a lot of things that is happening now because children are being overstressed. This is not, children don't really know overworking. So that even if you tell them not to work, they want to be engaged. But what we mean by overworking and overstressing here is that even children, they complain about the school activities because there are excesses and overstressing too. Children goes to school early in the morning inside the hold up, they come back late in the evening. This doesn't apply to everybody. In some areas, some people, they don't need to go to the stress. So all these advantages or disadvantages do not apply to everyone. So we have overworking and overstressing of children. In my own case, were I to put my child in a school, this thing will be affecting them. They will have to wake up early in the morning just to be able to meet up with the school bus. Then the B, no excessive homework that the parents will end up doing for the children. When we talk about, we all understand this. How well they give the children a lot of homework that even the children could not figure them out by themselves. So you have to end up doing it for them. But in when we are talking about homeschooling, this is cancelled. We don't have this. The third point here is that there's no slowing down nor pushing forward just to be at the other children's level, what they call competition. They just have to, they have to compete with themselves. Unschooled children learn at their own pace. There's no slowing down or pushing forward just because they need to rush through the curriculum. The fourth one, we have personalization and deeper connection between the one teaching and the one being taught. I didn't use parent here because I know that it is not compulsory that it is the parent that is teaching. Hmm? So that's why I didn't use parent here. Then this one being taught, that the children. The fifth point, they have high ability to explore and discover. They have high ability to explore and discover, just as just as many scientists. Many of the scientists today that discovered all these things we are basing our learning on, they were actually self-taught. And that is one thing I've noticed in homeschooled children. It is just the foundation. Once you work on the foundation, they learn by themselves along the line. They learn very fast. They learn to explore. They learn to discover. They learn to even work independently. So I'm giving it a pause here to continue at the next line. Watch out.